Right. Let's look at this one. The seed becomes the tree. Yeah, obviously it's not a big revelation. Everybody knows it. I mean, everybody should know it. Seeds become trees. If you plant a seed, under normal circumstances, it will grow. So, if you can identify the seed without having to be a prophet, you should know what will come in the future without having to be a person who sees the future. You should be able to guess and know this is what is going to happen. In many cases, if we choose to deceive ourselves and say, I'm going to plant this seed and I'm going to get something else out of it, then we lie to ourselves. If you know the seed, then you can guess. You can say of a certainty with maybe 90% certainty that this tree is going to come forth. Now, look at this one: seeds of laziness, seeds of immorality, seeds of fornication, seeds of lust, seeds of poverty, seeds of riches, seeds of righteousness, seeds of prosperity, seeds of wealth. Hmm. If you identify the seed, you can guess the future. For everything we do, we kind of train ourselves. We kind of train our future selves. Every day we spend on social media, we are kind of training ourselves to continue to do such. Say, for example, there is a man who has never been on Instagram or Facebook, on YouTube, has never encountered such. It's easy for him to continue in that direction and never experiencing it than for a person who has been hooked on it like an addiction for him to disconnect. So one has a seed of distraction with social media and the other didn't. But not that he can't plant it in his life. He can, and that seed can grow and produce distraction and an inability to focus on one task and get it done. Identify the seed and you can save yourself a lot of trouble. Let's look at immorality, for example. Let's say you're a young man and you want to keep yourself holy and you don't want to sleep with any woman till the day you get married, for example. I mean, to some people this may sound like a far-fetched dream and it's a lie and nobody's like that, nobody's going to ever accomplish it. But no, no. Hmm. Well, I should say, even if you have made mistakes and slept around, you can fix your habit. But that is a discussion for another day. Now, the seeds of immorality. You really want to keep yourself and be sane. You do not want to give your strength into foolishness. What should you do? You know you are a guy and you know there is a lady you like. You know that if she comes over to your house and you two are together alone, you will sleep with her or you will touch her. Hmm. Well, there are high chances, not that is with 100% certainty. Will it not be safe if you tell her, let's meet in a cafe? In the cafe, there is no way I can say with 99% certainty that you will not sleep with her in the cafe. Hmm. Because there are eyes there, there are people there. There are just certain environments where you will not do certain things. There are some things that do not and will not happen in certain circumstances, except you are in the worst city in the world where people can be sleeping around in a cafe. But I tell you the truth, you will be safe if you meet the opposite gender a in an open space where other people are watching. Sin and evil thrives in secrecy. Some men and some women that are hooked on their addictions that are so shameful that they wouldn't want to do it in public. There are some environments that trigger such things. Listen to what triggers you and keep yourself away from those things that trigger you. If you notice that the way your addiction works is that whenever you get on social media, you see some videos, some reels from some accounts that are where women are wearing things that they shouldn't be wearing, and then that triggers you as a guy to think of this lady, and that triggers you to open some websites and to look at some videos and pictures that you shouldn't be looking at, then you know this is what triggers me. Then get away from those things that trigger you, because you already have that seed that is packed up, that is energized by such environment. You know that you are a guy that wants to quit smoking. Check. Well, you spend time with friends, they offer you a cigarette. Oh, take this, smoke this. It triggers you. Or in some situations, the trigger is you. After maybe a day of work, you feel like smoking, then you get back on it. What triggers you? What triggers you? Be careful not to sow the seed. Well, I've never smoked before. It's easy for me to continue without ever smoking than I think for a person who has been smoking for 10 years to stop. Do not plant the seed. Do not let the seed grow. Do not let the seed enter your life. Do not say, no, I'm going to sleep with her just once. I will stop. Do not, do not, do not, do not. Let the seed not get there. You do not have to be a prophet to know what will happen in the future. In many cases. Hmm. 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 If there is a lady you love so much, you want to marry her, but you want to keep yourself till you get married to her to do what husbands and wives should do as men and women. Hmm. If you know that if you hold her hand, it triggers you, maybe you you are easily triggered. You know that if you hold her hands, you'll be triggered. Then let it be just fist bump, just fist bump. If you know when you hug, if you know that actually, well, do not hug. You wouldn't want things to trigger you. Do not stay in the same room together alone. You may be triggered. Oh, who is this guy on the internet that is telling me what to do with my life? Who is he? Who is he? I do what I want to do and I go where I want to go. Hmm. Well, keep yourself safe. Listen, keep yourself safe. Do not let the seeds of laziness grow. Every day you spend distracting yourself, you teach yourself to be distracted. Every day you spend your time on some websites you shouldn't be spending your time on. You train yourself to continue to spend time on those websites. Every time you sleep with those people who you shouldn't be sleeping with, you train yourself to continue in such behavior. You condition yourself. What I'm saying is, it is easier to never do it than to start doing it and to stop. Hmm. I've been thinking. Hmm. That's all right. See you on the next one.